Royal Palace was silent, but the world was not. As media channels across the globe picked up the shocking leak of the Sussex's secret peace summit with King Charles as top aide, the backlash was instant. Newsrooms scrambled to dissect each frame of the clandestine footage. Social media lit up with wild speculation, and for once, the narrative wasn't in Harry and Meghan's control. And that, according to insiders, is what truly set Harry off. Sources close to the Sussex camp claim that Harry was livid beyond belief, not just at the leak itself, but at who he believes was behind it. According to royal correspondents, Harry suspects that the footage could only have come from within the palace walls, perhaps even sanctioned by Buckingham Palace itself to embarrass him. "This is exactly why we left," Harry reportedly shouted during a private outburst overheard by staff. "You can't trust them. They smile to your face and stab you in the back." But here's the twist. What if the palace didn't leak it? What if someone within the Sussex's own team was the mole? As that theory began to surface, suspicion inside the Montecito household reportedly turned inward. Meghan, always known for a carefully curated public image, was said to be shattered by the idea that someone she trusted might have sold out the couple for a payday, or worse, for revenge. A former Sussex staffer, speaking on condition of anonymity, told us, "They've alienated a lot of people. Staff, family, even some friends. When you burn that many bridges, it's only a matter of time before someone hands them matches to the press." In public, Harry and Meghan remain silent. But behind closed doors, Meghan is said to have urged Harry to return to damage control mode, just like after the Oprah interview fallout or the Netflix backlash. But Harry wasn't having it. For perhaps the first time, the prince wanted to go to war. "He doesn't want to repair anything anymore," said a former palace aide. "He feels this summit was his olive branch, and they spat on it. Now he's ready to fight. And the world's going to see a much more aggressive Harry than they're used to. This isn't the Diana-loving, vulnerable Duke of Sussex we met years ago. This is a man hardened by years of rejection, anger, and public ridicule. And if the rumors are true, he's now prepared to go nuclear on the royal family in a follow-up memoir that makes Spare look tame, Meghan's Breaking Point. Meanwhile, Meghan is said to be furious, not just with the royals, but with Harry himself. According to insiders, Meghan had begged Harry not to record any portion of the summit or even mention it publicly in upcoming interviews. "Let's just fix it and move on," she reportedly told him. But Harry was determined to keep receipts, a tactic Meghan once praised but now regrets. Meghan is seeing the collateral damage, says a Hollywood source close to the couple. She's trying to build a career, land new deals, and suddenly the old royal drama is dragging her back down. She can't move forward if Harry's constantly looking back. And there's a bigger problem. Major networks and streaming giants are allegedly pulling back on deals with the Sussexes. According to reports, executives are tired of rehashing royal trauma and are looking for fresh, forward-facing stories. Suddenly, the brand they build on rebellion might be collapsing under the weight of its own controversy. Will the public ever forgive them? Public opinion is more divided than ever. Some sympathize with Harry and Meghan, arguing that their intentions for a quiet reconciliation were betrayed. Others see it as yet another publicity stunt, a staged attempt to stay relevant through carefully timed drama. But what no one can deny is this. The Peace Summit wasn't just a failed meeting. It was a collapse of a myth, the illusion that reconciliation was even possible. As Buckingham Palace refuses to comment and Harry and Meghan retreat into silence, royal experts agree. This was the final straw. Any hope of Prince Harry regaining his royal standing, or of Meghan being embraced as a modern face of the monarchy, is now lost. And according to sources, King Charles is done. A former royal protection officer confirmed. Charles gave them one last chance. Not for the crown, but for the family. Now, he sees them as a liability. There will be no more talks. No more invites. No more grace. The monarchy has survived wars, divorces, abdications, and now it must survive the Sussexes. No more second chances. As the dust settles from the shocking leak of the secret royal peace summit, it has become clear Prince Harry and Meghan Markle have crossed a line that cannot be uncrossed. The footage, now viewed over 27 million times across platforms, has not only embarrassed the royal household, it has shattered the illusion that reconciliation was ever on the table. Inside sources from Clarence House now confirm what many suspected. King Charles has finished playing peacekeeper. The king has tried. He's met them, spoken to them, offered support behind closed doors. But every time, it ends up on camera, said one royal advisor. He now sees every conversation as a potential Netflix special. This isn't just personal. It's institutional. What happened with the Sussexes has caused shockwaves inside Buckingham Palace. And for the first time, even Prince William, once Harry's fiercest protector, is reportedly in full agreement. Cut them off completely. Back in Montecito, the consequences are already unfolding. Their multi-million-dollar Spotify deal is gone. Their Netflix renewal hangs by a thread. Brands once eager to align with the Sussex authenticity are now privately asking, is the drama worth it? Insiders close to Meghan say she's deeply anxious about their public image spiraling out of control. One source quoted her saying, "We were trying to rebuild bridges, not burn them all over again. But it may be too late." Their carefully built media brand, once seen as a progressive powerhouse, is now associated with betrayal, backstabbing, and dysfunction. And in a cruel twist of irony, it was a summit meant to make peace that exposed just how fractured everything truly is. The royal family's cold revenge. Publicly, the monarchy has remained silent, but actions speak louder than words. In the weeks following the leak, Prince Harry's formal military titles were quietly revoked from all upcoming events. Meghan's name was removed from the Royal Foundation's honorary mentions, and King Charles reportedly instructed aides to draw a hard line on any future interactions. It's not a suspension, a royal courtier told us. It's an erasure. In other words, Harry and Meghan no longer exist in royal strategy. Their chapter is over. But here's where things get truly explosive. Several former employees, both in the UK and Montecito, have now come forward to suggest that Harry may have secretly recorded the summit himself, hoping to use it as leverage in upcoming negotiations or media deals. If true, this would mark the biggest betrayal of royal confidentiality in modern history, and it would prove, beyond a doubt, that the meeting was never about peace, it was about power. For years, fans and critics have been divided on Harry and Meghan, but this incident has left many wondering, were the Sussexes ever genuine about reconciliation, or have they been scripting their royal rebellion all along? More importantly, it forces us to confront the darker side of modern celebrity. When personal trauma becomes public content, when family becomes fuel for fame, this is no longer a story about a prince and his wife leaving the monarchy. This is a cautionary tale about what happens when truth becomes transactional.